Hello, my name is Emily and I'm a teacher at Waijiaoyi as well as part of the branding team. I actually didn't decide to be an ESL teacher. I simply didn't have a job at that moment, and I applied for an open position I saw online. I started with one-on-one classes, and that was okay, but I joined Waijiaoyi almost a year ago, and I figured out group classes are of course way more dynamic. They require a lot of energy, and they are more challenging, so they are like really close to my nature. My favorite thing about being a part of Waijiaoyi family is that, yeah, of course, everybody will say the connection between co-workers is the best ever, and yes, you will get the full support whenever you need it. There are TLs, TRLs, admins, of course, but the main thing here is that this company recognizes you as a person. So we are different people, we can do a bunch of different things. So here you're not just a teacher, you are a writer for the blog, you're a training leader, or you're a YouTube content creator. So they recognize us as individuals, and I think that's what makes Waijiaoyi different from any other company I've been in. My prop box is full of a lot of things, and it's pretty old, not just because I teach for almost 4 years now, but there are some things that I played with when I was a kid. So the thing is, I don't like to be bored. Of course, who like that? So when I see that a prop simply doesn't work, that children are not reacting to it like the way I want to, I change it. I know I will just put it away for, I don't know, maybe maybe I will need it in 2 months or so, but I just like to shift things often because I don't like to get bored. That's also the thing with warm-up songs. So when you feel bored, children will feel that probably, but so just don't be afraid to change, don't be afraid to be better every single time. Of course, my favorite prop is my cat. And she's playing with something right now. So I really like to introduce her at the beginning of the lesson when I have time, when she's around, because it appears that Chinese students and of course Chinese people really like cats, and that's a plus for me. As I said, group classes are all interesting in their own way, and of course funny. It depends on the group you have and in the school and age, of course. And I cannot talk about, you know, one interesting or one funny. I cannot just choose from all of those classes I had, but for example, I can talk about one situation or one class. It happened a few days ago, and I was really confused. Like, I have a lot of experience in teaching, but I just need to be the most creative person ever, because I had really young children. When I say young, you cannot imagine how young they were, like maybe 2-year-olds or 3-year-olds. And for the first 9 minutes of the class, I didn't know if they could speak Chinese or if they are able to speak not English but their own mother tongue. And I was so confused because at the beginning I tried to make them say hello, and their teacher was like, say hi, hello, hello Emily, and they were all so confused. I just didn't want to stay there. I wanted to engage them somehow. And I played a warm-up. They were interested in that, but they didn't move. They were just standing like this. And their eyes were so, like, you know, they were so focused, but they didn't do anything. And then it came like the 18th minute of the lesson, of the class, when they first said apple. Because we learned the letter A. That 18th minute was the highlight of my day, because I was so happy and I gave them like trophies, and finally like apple. So, you know, I just went on with the lesson and I could see that they are interested, but they were really shy. So that's what this job is about. Just don't get stuck. Don't be afraid to do anything because you're in charge, and that's great in this situation. There are a lot of things that I do in my free time, of course, as every other person in the world, but there is one thing that takes a lot of my time in general, and even more than this job, and that is my choir. I am a member of a female choir that is one of the most famous ones in my country, and when you are in the same room with 35 women, it really gets hard to save your voice, because we are singing, we are talking a lot. And of course, when you're a teacher and you are supposed to teach like 8 classes that day, or 10 or 12, at the end of the week, when that Sunday is done, when it's gone, you just cannot give any word, you cannot produce anything. So that's challenging, but I really enjoy it. I really enjoy singing, and who knows, maybe one day you will come to our concert. I would really love to tell you, okay, this is the advice for you if you want to start online teaching, if you want to hear some good thing from me, but I don't have that one thing. I can give you hundreds of sentences, 50 different things about Chinese children, but that is the thing. When I started, I collected all of those pieces of the puzzle that creates a teacher. So I had really great trainers and leaders that were there for me, and I know if you're a part of Waijiaoyi, you have them also. But I can maybe say one thing. Did you know that you can count how many minutes of attention your students will have? Just double their age. If they're 5-year-olds, they will have only 10 minutes of attention, and you'll just have to give more energy to engage them afterwards. So, you know, that's just one simple thing that creates a teacher, but there are too many different things you need to pay attention to during a class. So, I don't know, maybe I can create a list of all those things, but I'm sure I won't tell you everything I want to and everything you can meet during your lessons. So just be yourself, and gaining experience in this job is really something, specific, and I hope you will all be the best teachers ever, because the whole crew at Waijiaoyi really cares for you, and that is their goal also. That's all from me.